Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Tutorials 101. Today I'm going to talk about these mandatory add-ons that you must have in order to be successful in raiding, in Mythic Pluses, and everything. So these add-ons are insanely, efficient and very optimized so that you can become a much better player overall. So let's get right into it. The most important add-on that I'm going to talk about is Weakauras. Weakauras, what it does is basically takes all your abilities and you can customize the icons, your cooldowns, your defensives, and your fury, your rage bars, and then you can combine all these together. You can set up like different like abilities on your screen, so you know that hey, this ability is on cooldown. Typically, I use Ipsy's Weakora. You can download it. I can post a link in the description below. You can download it for your certain class. I'm gonna post a link where you can have a combination pack which you can put in, and you'll have all your abilities there. It's really helpful because it tells you, for example, if I just use Immolate Aura, I have Immolate on cooldown right in front of my screen, so it's easier for me to track my abilities, my cooldowns, and overall it makes it like much more efficient for me to be able to know where my cooldowns are. Now, second one I would get into it is I'm gonna recommend is getting Doom Cooldown Pulse. So DCP is an insanely good add-on. What it basically does is that it like starts flashing abilities that are just ready for you to use, and it's really nice because I sometimes I don't want to look down in the screen and see what the timer is, so it just flashes in front of my screen, and it just gives me a reminder, hey, your Immolate Aura or your certain cooldown is ready, so I can always use it when I need it, right? And the next add-on that I would recommend is Plater. Now, what Plater does is that it actually color codes mob for you, so it's actually really insane. Like if you can look at this, like there's a light blue, shade on the little like highlight on the mob. That means that I don't have aggro on this mob. So what I could do is when I aggro this mob, the color changes. So now I know that as a tank, I have aggro on this certain mob. So it's very useful to know that. And the best part about Plater is that it actually color codes mobs that you need to interrupt. Let's say if there's a caster mob, it's going to have a different color code, and the cast bars are actually very prominent and huge. So it's very less likely you'll ever miss an interrupt. Like you'll know that hey, this is the mob that I need to interrupt, and I need to focus on. It's gonna start casting, so it's so much important to have this add-on. It's like absolute must, right? And then the best part is you can always like customize it, change colors, change the plates as you like. If this is the default is not your preference, you can always go into /plater and change your settings and color code and change your thread colors. So there's so many options. The Plater is an excellent add-on. Now, the next add-on that I must recommend, and these are two add-ons. First is the Deadly Boss mods, and second is GTFO. What Deadly Boss mod does is very simple. It gives you all the warnings in front of you when you're in a raid encounter or in a mythic dungeon boss encounter. It tells you what ability is gonna come, what you need to prepare for, and it's pretty much customizable. You need this add-on so you know that what ability the boss is gonna do next, so you're ready and you're not caught in surprise. And it's very customizable. You can always test and move your bars. So I really recommend having DBM. It's a very basic add-on and it's a must-have. Next is combined with this, I would recommend getting GTFO. Now, what GTFO does is it's very basic. It whenever you're standing on fire or when you're standing on an ability that hurts you, gives you an ouchie, you can literally just move out of it. Whenever you're in damage, it's gonna start buzzing, like giving you a noise like beep beep or something, so you can always move out. Like it's a nice warning to know that hey, you're doing something wrong and getting out of it, right? Now, last but not the least, and this add-on is so important that I use it and it has made me become a better DPS, a better player overall. It's called Hekili. It's still in beta version. It's still like under development for Dragonflight. So what this add-on does is basically it tells you your rotation. It tells you what abilities to use next. It's like kind of a rotation add-on, but it's not very super interactive, but it just gives you recommendation that hey, you should be using this ability to for maximum DPS or to get more threat. And the best part is that you can always change what mode you want to play in. You can play single mode or you want to play AoE mode. So I would typically, when I'm in Mythic Plus, I go AoE mode because I'm tanking cluster of mobs. And then when I'm DPSing, when I'm Havoc, what I do is I go in single target mode, and it really makes it easy for me to know which ability to put next. Now I'm just gonna give you a quick demonstration. I'm gonna just fight a mob and see if I can show it to you guys. If you see over here, it's right here in my display. It's telling me to use demon spikes and fracture, and as I use my abilities, it's gonna keep telling me to use spirit bomb, fracture again, hunt. It's literally telling me what to play. I'm on autopilot mode. Sometimes when I don't want to focus too much, and I just want to get my stuff done, then I can always just follow this, and it's very interactive. I really enjoy it, and I actually do pump a lot of good numbers. This is interacted integrated with your simcraft. So if you paste your simcraft simulation craft numbers to it, it's gonna customize your rotation to it so you can get the most DPS. And then another basic add-on that I would recommend is having details damage meter. The damage meter gives you a kind of a benchmark where you stand with other players, so you can always use your damage meters to or healing meters to see how you do with other players. I like to do it because I want to improve as a player and learn more stuff, so I must recommend it. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I hope this video was helpful, and if you need any help with any add-on or any customization, post in the comment below. I will be more than happy to help you out. And if this video was helpful to you, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. Tutorials 101 over and out.